Okay, so I'm back again. I'm about to do the controversial parent tag, because I feel like if this is parental guidance, you need to have some parenting stuff in here. Okay, spanking versus not spanking. Okay, so I do both. I don't spank my kids all the time, but if it's if it's needed that they need that extra little oomph that I'm not playing with you, yeah, they get it. Corporal punishment as well. I used to make my son do the 6 inches off of the ground or the floor. Yeah, I used to make him do push-ups, sit-ups, whatever, in order for him to get the point that I'm not playing with him before spanking. I don't do no crazy stuff like, I don't know. I don't know what you would consider that. I don't know. But anyway, moving on. Co-sleeping. I have been co-sleeping with my children on and off since my firstborn, who is now 11. My youngest, who is now 4. So you do the math. Formula versus breast. Okay, I've tried breastfeeding. I can't, for whatever reason, I can never go longer than 2 or 3 months with breastfeeding. And I never do it exclusively. I always end up supplementing. So I decided that if I have any more children, that I'm not going to try to even breastfeed. We're going to go to formula, because in the middle of the night, I have to get sleep. I mean, I can get up with my baby, and I don't want to get too sidetracked, but I can get up with my baby, but I just can't get up every hour to feed you a couple squirts of breast milk in your mouth. No, so we do formula. We're going to do formula. When to get kids off the bottle and pacifier. Okay, so I'm not trying to get sidetracked again, but I believe that you get rid of the bottle when you're 1 year old. I try to prepare my children before their first birthday to, get that in their heads that we're not doing no more bottle after 1. So, yeah, my daughter actually had her pacifier till she was about 3, because she was hooked on it. So, I didn't like to hear her cry in the middle of the night, so it was give it to her or hear her cry. So, pacifiers, I don't think that you should let them keep them until they're 3 years old. I really don't think that. I think it messes up their teeth and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm going to go with 1 year, 2 years at the most, but not 3, 4, 5 years. You see a big kid with a pacifier. It's just like the breast thing. You 5 years old, you still hanging on the nanny. Nah, I need those back. Anyway. So, okay. Losing my pages because it's getting a little windy out here. Shows your children watch. My kids stick to Disney Junior, Nick Jr. My son is currently transitioning from those kind of shows to more, boyish. I want to watch Hot Wheels and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I want to watch Power Rangers, and my daughter is kind of like going with him with the Power Rangers thing, but she's more interested in girly stuff like Doc McStuffins and Strawberry Shortcake and My Little Pony and all of that jazz right there. So, and my little daughter, who's 4, she's still on Dora. Like, she loves Dora. Anytime Dora comes on, she loves it. Yo Gabba Gabba, she loves it. She's also interested in the girly shows too, but more so Dora. Dora. Anyway, how to celebrate holidays. Okay, so holidays. I usually let my kids celebrate holidays, including Halloween. I do take them out trick-or-treating because I don't believe that it's like so a sinful holiday and this, that, and the third that older people say. And, I don't think that. I think it's taken away from the kids because people are buying candy and, putting their kids in costumes. So why can't my kid just participate too? So I'm like, go ahead. What harm is it going to do? Because you're going to get some candy. I'm with you anyway. So what's going to happen? So yeah. Christmas, we celebrate Christmas. I'm trying to devise what kind of tradition we're going to have now. 'Cause I'm trying to get away from the family traditional stuff that I grew up with, and, devise my own family stuff. So I don't know yet. But we are going to still celebrate Christmas. That's my page again. Kids and cell phones. No. I don't believe that if you're not going out on your own into the world and, going out with a group of kids, you don't need no cell phone to call me. Because guess what? You're more than likely with me. Or you with some other adult that will have a cell phone. Or you at school or some facility where they have a phone that you can call me on my cell phone. Yeah, how about that? Check your email on that. These kids are getting too, these parents going crazy getting 9-year-olds cell phones. What do you need a cell phone for and you with me all the time? You want to talk to your friends, talk to your friends on a landline phone because they not paying no bills over here. You hear that? Kids and computer use. I watch my kids with everything that they be on the computer with, Facebook or whatever. Yes, my oldest son does have a Facebook account, but I monitor his Facebook account. I have his password, everything, his Instagram, password, everything. I check and see what kind of pictures he's putting up there, and if I don't like it and I don't think it's appropriate or it's tasteful for his age, I make him delete his post or delete that picture. There you go. Check your email on that too. Daycare or stay-at-home mom. Now, in my situation, I have to choose daycare. I would love to be a stay-at-home mom, but also I would not. Because if I was a stay-at-home mom, there would be some points where you would be somewhere else away from me during the day for at least a couple hours so I can get some things done on my own. Homeschool, private, or public. I can't do homeschool. Somebody else got to teach them. Because I get frustrated. I lose my patience and be like, you know what? Private school, if I had the money or some sort of like financing or scholarship or whatever for my kids to go to private school, I would love for them to go to private school. Public school, that is the option that we are left with. So, okay, there you go. Vaccinations, yes, get your kids vaccinated. All this nonsense about these studies and research, okay, you take medicine too, right? So with that being said, that it's always a risk with everything, even the food that we eat, because I don't know if you heard about the GMOs or whatever, genetically modified food and stuff like that. It's something in everything that we have. Nothing is original anymore. So get off this kick with these vaccinations. That's crazy to me. That's nonsense. Do you want your child to get polio? Because it is out here. Do you want your child to get whooping cough? And because you did not get your child those vaccinations, your child is sick now. Crazy nonsense. And it could have all been prevented. And then if your child died, then you looking like, oh, well, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Well, you shoulda didn't. So, yeah, I do get vaccinations to my kids. Circumcised, yes, I do believe in that because that's gross. Abortion or pro-life. Okay, so I'm like mixed about this because I don't know, because I have had a couple of abortions in my life. So if the tables were turned and I could have taken care of those children, then I would have. But other than that, I chose abortion. So you fit in where you get in. Santa or no Santa, tooth fairy and all of that. My kids ultimately know that I'm the one that's giving them money. I'm the one who's giving them presents or whatever. Even though I try to say, oh, well, I'm going to send y'all presents to Santa and Santa going to bring them. They looking at me like, Mom, that's dumb. So, yeah. ADHD debate. I don't know because my son has ADHD or had been diagnosed with ADHD. Sometimes he does act hyperactive. Sometimes he is very emotional. Sometimes he is loopy and distracted and, just not interested or whatever type of symptoms or signs that you have with ADHD. My son has proven to a psychiatrist that he has ADHD. Whether he takes medication for it or not, I am I'm in between about it because some medications work and some medications don't. And I don't really like the trial and error type of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Yes, honey. Come here. Oh. Why you ain't coming to the gate? He sucks. Anyway. Hold on 1 second. Thank you.
No.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry you guys that you can't see me because it's very, very shadowy due to the sun. I'm sorry. But, okay, so we are down to the last couple of questions. Natural childbirth or pain meds? I have went through semi-natural childbirth. I've had long labors. My first, it seemed like as my pregnancies, number of pregnancies increased, so does my labor time. Um, my earliest birth was my first, and that was 11 and a half hours. And I got an epidural with every last one of my children. I tried to go natural with my second. I ended up getting Demerol or whatever that IV med stuff is. And I didn't like the way that it was making me feel loopy and in and out. And I'm dozing off to sleep and waking back up and still in pain. And then I was still at 2 centimeters with him. I was in labor with him for 17 hours. Um, so, yeah, epidural, here we go. Because I don't believe in making yourself be in pain if you really don't have to be. Now, it's your choice whether or not you want to use medicine or not. But me, I don't like to be in pain. I like to be comfortable. Yes. So, pain meds. And just to describe my other labors, my first daughter was 18 hours, and then my last child was 22 hours. So you do the math. Do you think I'm going to be in pain for 22 hours? You launched out. For real. Fertility drugs, I mean, if that's the way that you want to go, do your thing. Secondhand clothes, I do secondhand stuff because it be cheap, or you can get it for free. Adoption, if you need to adopt and you feel as though that's what you want to do what you do. I don't think adoption is for everybody though. Piercings. Now piercings, I will let my daughters get their ears pierced. They have their ears pierced. They got them pierced at 3 months at the doctor's office. I paid $30 for each one of them to get their ears pierced when they were 3 months. I would not go to a unprofessional person at one of those stands in the mall. I wouldn't do that. As far as my son's getting their ears pierced, maybe. It depends if that's what they want to do and the age that they are. Healthy living or eat whatever. I choose to give my kids a variety of things. I try to give them minimal junk, minimal, sugary drinks and things like that, but they're kids, so you have to let them be kids. And finally, medication. I do give my children medication because if they sick, I don't want them to be sick. If they have allergies going on, I don't want them to have allergy symptoms, headache, and eye itching, and all of this other stuff, snotty nose all over the place. That's what make other people sick. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I try to be preventative and get my kids, what they need. If they sick, I'm going to give them some medicine. You got a fever, I'm going to make sure your fever go away. Because I ain't trying to be in no hospital ER in the middle of the night. You feel me? Anyway, so I'll check y'all later. Bye.